Alright, so instead of camping there like a fool, which is what I'm not going to do, instead I'm going to wander this map a bit more and see what else I can find. There were a bunch of mites and kobolds up here, but I think most of the mites are dead, and the kobolds seem to have fled. It's raining quite heavily on this map now. Last time I was playing and it did this, I nearly got drowned. Alright. This is making me go significantly slower. That's great. Nothing makes a stream more exciting than slowly marching places. Although, I'm wagering this is probably based off the fact that we actually have it in our charts that if, you know, there is inclement weather, your overland speed is greatly reduced. So, I mean, kudos on modeling the game the right way, but boy, is it a pain. Teacher? Celestial radish? Huh. Sure. Yeah. I'll dig up some moon radishes. Oh, that's right. This is the other thing I need for the alchemist up in town. Oh boy. Yeah, so we're dealing with a bunch of stoned kobolds.
No stopping now.
I mean, alright. Sure. That's fine. You know, who am I to judge? Kobolds got a hard life. I mean, they're tiny. They get picked on. They get beat up by mites. Who am I to begrudge them some moon radish? Wait. Now that I think about it, I am picking some up for this alchemist too, so I'm gonna wager that he needs them for some recreational purposes as well. Great. Oh! Whoa! Hello!
What's that?
That is a shambling mound is what that is. Oh, that is way too powerful for me to be taking on. What is that doing here? Well, he's not automatically triggering as an enemy. So, there's that. Maybe I can talk to him. Maybe I should save first. I'm gonna do that. I'll collect some nuts before we talk to the shambling mound. No! 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 No, that is not what I wanted to do. No. No. I am not doing that. No. That went south quick. Alright, now we're gonna pick that. That's fine. Okay. Sure. Alright, so don't click on it. Maybe I can just wander past it. Oh. Oh no. Went into the woods, found many roots, pine cones, flowers, and a dead squirrel. Scant little I can make of that. I must consider where I might gain rare ingredients for my experiments. Some damnable raccoons got into the hut while I was exploring in the woods, broke all the glassware. The only things left are 10 flat-bottom glass tubes, 5 round-bottom flasks, a couple of porcelain mortars, 3 pestles, and the precious spiral. Huh. A good thing that all the pots are still there. So many good chemicals wasted. Shame. Need to lock everything up in the closet. Tried to finish the experiment today, the one I started in the old lab. Used the lead powder from the master's box. At the crystallization stage, the liquid foam changed color and formed a deposit. Another unsuccessful experiment. I've all but exhausted my supply of essential materials. Alright, I'm going to pick all these things up and look at it in my equipment. Let's see. No. It's an other. Here it is. Let's see. Caught a raccoon with a snare trap. Didn't get the bastard into the hut this time. Perhaps I should ask some hunters for some help catching experimental subjects, but I must save money, and besides, I see how those bumpkins scowled at me. Here we are. Let's see. Third attempt at the crystallization experiment. Broke my last round bottom flask. I recall my tutor calling me ham-handed and making me clean up. Perhaps he was right, but he did teach me much despite everything. But why didn't he wish me to develop my abilities? Didn't he want me to learn anything beyond the basic potion recipes? Kept saying I wasn't ready, but in truth, he feared the students surpassing the teacher, and for good reason. I shall prove this process works. I'll prove it to everyone. Today, an old lady came from a nearby village asking me to make her goats asking me to help make her goats yield more milk. I had to help. I'm in desperate need of money. Oh, why must I spend my time so? Boring, boring, boring. Several pages remain empty. The others remain empty. Word writing continues. Yada, 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 yada. I'm trying to figure out where this is going. It's an awful lot of text. Oh, I see. So, as it turns out, this creature here is indeed... Oh boy. So, this dead alchemist created a shambling mound that apparently killed her. And has now left the poor shambling mound alone in the jungle, or in the forest here. I don't think I have any way of dealing with this thing other than combat, though. Yeah, all my clicking looks like it leads to combat, so I'm not doing that. The poor guy. There are indeed. For those of you who are just tuning in, you can catch all of my previous adventures on my YouTube channel. All 7 parts are up there for your viewing enjoyment. Let's see, what else do we have here map-wise? Not much. Actually seem to explore a great deal of it. A shambling mound is interesting, and it is a threat to be left here, but I am really worried that attempting to kill it will just result in everyone dying. Shambling mounds are quite powerful.
I believe I've found something.
Bunch of wolves, eh? Oh, sure. Wolf meat, that's good eating.
You think that hurt?
Wolves will do a little bit of damage, but not too much. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. Picked up some skins. No meat, though. Looks like I might have another way off the map.
Check that out.
Oh, hey. Lots of treasure there. Some quartz. The joys of exploring a map. Let's see. Whoa, hey. That wolf has a name. Oh, that's a bit spooky. Wolves shouldn't have names.
The illustrious. Something more simple, like
Oh no.
Lindsay the Great. Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Okay. So we're gonna go talk to the wolf? Oh, this isn't a wolf. This is a warg. There we are. It's a warg. A warg with some attitude. I like it. Yeah, I don't think... Wow. So, the wolf has asked me to bring it a few bodies so that it might feed. But I'm not sure I can do that. It has given me the option, the lawful good option of just murdering it because it's an evil wolf and I'm a paladin. So we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. Well...
They go down!
Is it summoning more wolves? That's really not cool. Oh, there might have been more out in there.
This won't kill me!
Oh, Amiri's taken one hell of a beating.
I'll survive.
Oh, that's not good.
Always survive.
Amiri's gone down.
Serves you right.
Focus fire on the warg. Getting hits in on this wolf is proving more difficult than I imagined. Let's see, do I have heroism yet? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there we are. Heroism is going to give me a lot of bonuses. +2 on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. Should make quick work of this. Oh. Brutal. Alright. The warg is down. It's just one wolf left. Problem solved. Thanks to heroism. A great, great spell to have. Death to wargs. I didn't know it was on my list, but it is now. Go ahead and throw a few of those out. Alright, let me search these nasty beasts. An amulet, you say? Very nice. Wow. Is that correct? Dan just let me know, Heoric, are you in UK time? Is that true? It is very late. But thank you very much for watching. That is awesome. That is ridiculously cool. Well, now I feel like this has to be entertaining. I feel like I need to try harder. Just this wandering, butchering wolves isn't really an exciting adventure if you're going to be up early. Alright, well, I felt like I have done my deed at the Old Sycamore. I have taken care of business here. I have butchered the wolves and everyone else in the area. The wolves, the kobolds, the mites. Actually, I didn't butcher the kobolds. I let them live. I even let some of them get stoned. That's how much of a nice guy I am. Alright, I think I'll just go ahead and... we'll try to avoid. Let's see. We'll go ahead and evade them. Continue on our journey. Alright, back to Oleg's. Finally!
It is done.
I like how you get back to town and everybody just splits. It's just like they all immediately run to their locations. They don't walk into town with you. They're just like, forget it. Oh, Guardian of the Bloom. Greetings. In this dark hour, I had not even dreamed of encountering someone in these lands who could stand against the one who blights me. But you appeared, and you brought hope along with you. With the strength of the fog fading, I am able to show you the way to the Stag Lord's fortress. Please, go there. Slay our enemy before he can strike another blow. Ooh, the Stag Lord's fortress has been revealed. So she cannot help me, but she can keep the way open. Well, the Guardian of the Bloom will hang out with me after it's all said and done. I'm sure what could possibly go wrong? Nymphs are very trustworthy. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Alright. Items received. The Nymph's Gift. I'm kind of curious as to what that is. Should be down here at the bottom, hypothetically, or maybe not. No, I have way too much junk. Yeah, boy, my inventory is filled with trash right now. A whole bunch of stuff I gotta go sell. Alright, I'll figure out what that is in just a moment. Where's Oleg? Oleg! I have a whole bunch of junk to sell you. Show me your wares, Oleg. Let me also throw non-magical junk in there. There's a whole lot of that. There we go. Alright. Got rid of a whole bunch of junk. Let's see, I'm going to close out of this and look at my inventory now. Alright, so I got a whole bunch of potions and stuff. That stuff is easy enough to... Oh, I still have the Mite's Relic. I'm sure they don't mind if I borrow that forever. Let's see, some magic items floating around in here. Here's a shepherd's pie recipe. Go ahead and copy that. +1 chain shirt. That's certainly going to be helpful. Oh, hey, the Nymph's Gift is a necklace that gives you a +2 dodge bonus against ranged attacks. that is certainly quite handy. Alright, let's see here. Just weapons. I've got a agile light pick. That's not bad. I've got a +1 greatsword. I've got a +1 dueling sword. +1 scimitar. A masterwork dagger. Another masterwork dagger. Masterwork sickle. Another masterwork dagger. And that's about it. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff here. We'll go back into Oleg's and sell off some of this ordinary stuff. I don't think I need the masterwork daggers right now. I suppose I can just click them. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all those. I can always pick up a few things later if I need them. But I'm getting to the point where I'm not buying masterwork items anymore. I'm trying to buy magic items. Let's see. Heavy shield +1. And a chain shirt +1. That, I'm sure I'm going to be able to give to somebody. Showed her wearing a +1 chain shirt. She is. Oh. And Tristan can't wear armor because he's one of those types of clerics. Great. Alright. Amulet of Mighty Fists. Oh, that's certainly very useful, but not for anyone in my party right now. I don't really see anybody making much use out of that. Oh, as far as the bonus against ranged attacks, I think we'll go ahead and dump that on my main character for the time being. Bunch of potions, scrolls, wands, a wand of true strike, a wand of expeditious retreat. It's certainly useful. There's a whole bunch of things up here I really should just go and put in my chest upstairs. I go do that. I've been saving all of these items of historic value because I don't think selling them right now is really going to get me very much, so I might as well just store them. Oh, there's the moon radish. I should make sure to give that over. Wait, what was that? Ah, the dog tag. Might's Relic and the Miner's Lover. I'm going to keep on me just for the time being, because I honestly not sure if I need to go back there. I definitely don't want to end up not having those things. Somebody I think just asked whether or not if I've talked to Creston here about Tortuccio, and I have not yet. I just encountered him, Creston, when I arrived, and I have not talked to him since. So I have not talked to him about Tortuccio and his treachery just yet. Oh, nope. I'll go talk to Boken. I've got to give him his moon radishes. Yeah, let's find out why he needs the moon radishes, shall we? That's for Oleg. He sprained his back last summer. You see, he tried to move a heavy chest all by himself. You can't even imagine the healing powers of these radishes. They make great pain-killing ointment. Potent. Exquisite. I just... Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure. Great. Okay. So... I have supplied him with his moon radish fix. So, you know. He will no longer be needing my services on that regard. Great. Let's see here. Well, I have cut down a great deal of the inventory I was carrying. That's good. I'm going to go up here and drop off a few more things. I've been storing all my food as well for making meals and stuff because I haven't found much use for it just yet, although I really should make better use of that here in the nearby future. Usable, notables, other stuff. Here we are. Ah yes, the soft cheese from the cave. Delicious soft cave cheese. I appreciate the fact that they've made this kind of a interesting component of the game. That crafting food and camping is kind of more interesting, to be honest, than the way we kind of do it in Pathfinder. I suppose some of that is just an artifact of the fact that it's easier to do in a video game than it is in a tabletop environment, and for most folks it's just a thing you kind of want to do and get over with, whereas in this, it becomes just kind of a click of the button that might give you some bonuses. So, you know, why not make it a little bit more sexy? Everybody knows that paladins are the best class. Somebody in chat just asked. I mean, rogues are okay too, I guess. You know, I do like me some rogues. My other playthrough is a rogue, actually, so... Alright, let me talk to Creston here. Let's see what he has to say. Well, time to tell him that I failed to capture Tortuccio alive.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jamandi. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Restov and let them consider how they might return the favor. Once again, I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors.
This guy looks like a brunette version of Lannister. Alright. That is why I'm very confident about the flavor and delicious texture of my dungeon cheese. Being a paladin means that I can just, you know, eat that without any worries at all. Alright, I need to talk to Jehud because I believe he has scrolls that I can buy. And I am going to need, at the very least, a scroll of Remove Curse. I'm going to start with just one. Let's see here. Scroll of Remove Curse. Where to go? Shocking Grasp. Shield of Faith. Ah, Remove Curse. Let's see if I can get rid of that curse on her. There we go, finally. Hooray. I've gotten rid of the curse. Yeah, there was a bit in the last session where I destroyed this evil tree altar. And it cursed everyone in the party, which caused me to have to come back here and spend a ridiculous amount of money healing everyone from that particular curse. So, somebody just asked what the little red panda thing is in my inventory. This little guy is Ember. He's a usable item and he summons a pet red panda. But you can only use him once, so I haven't used it yet. And the great part is, here is the red panda. Here is Ember. He's adorable. I don't know if you guys can see him particularly well, but he does cute little red panda things. Look, he's up on his back legs there. He's adorable. I have petitioned the fine people at Owlcat to allow me to have him permanently follow me around. I think the game would be better for it. I just want a red panda pet. Is that really so wrong? I don't think it is. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right. Look at him. Just did a little backflip.
No stopping.
Adorable! Alright, so, I have someone injured pretty badly and need to do a rest here in town if I'm going to remove that condition. So I'm going to go ahead and rest up. Wait. Is someone telling me that Ember is already usable? Wait, really? Lindsay can have it in her belt? Because if she can, I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now. Okay, so I've put it there. We'll see if I can use it. Oh my god, I am going to have that panda with me everywhere. I didn't know it said it has a charge. I didn't want to waste it. Oh, that is the best news of this stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm ridiculously excited for that. Alright, so everybody should be healed up now. Looks like everybody is. Everybody's in good shape. Alright.
It is done.
Alright. Well, I've done all that I can here. I think my inventory is pretty cleared out. Yeah, we're down to just 173 here. Oh, I am still carrying a couple heavy things, actually, now that I think about it, that I should probably decide on. Sorry, folks, I gotta clear some of this stuff out before I can continue onward. Gotta go take the fight to the Stag Lord, but not when I'm so burdened down with so much equipment. Lighten the load. For those of you wondering what type of paladin I am playing, Thalkin is just a straight up paladin. Nothing special or weird. Not like, you know, Tower Shield Specialist or Rogue Wizard or Ecclesia Thurge. I am just playing a straight up paladin. I didn't decide to go with any of the archetypes for my first playthrough. I figured stick with what you know. Alright, so before I go in here, I want to make sure if there's any magic items. I do price in descending order, that way I can see all of the good stuff. The Might's Relic is certainly worth something. I have a +1 heavy shield. She's wielding a tower, no one else is using a shield. Chain shirt, +1 I don't think is of value to anyone. Amulet of Mighty Fists. We'll put it on the Mary right now just in case. Sure, why not? I'm going to go ahead and give the +1 scimitar to Tristan here. And the rest I think can go in my stores for the time being. Alright, well that certainly lightened up a fair amount of my load. Yep, alright. Most of the rest is just consumables, which I will sort out at some point in time, but not right now.
No stopping now.
So, for those of you curious, Thalkin was my first ever role-playing game character. Way back in the days of the Mensa Red Box. Back in the early to mid-80s. I first started playing around then, and my very first character was named Thalkin Ptolemy. He was a paladin. Actually, that's not true. He wasn't a paladin. Now that I think about that, he totally wasn't, because that wasn't in the basic red box. He was a... Oh, what was he? He was a fighter, I think, at first, and then later on became a fighter magic user. Later on, I recreated him again as a paladin in the Living Greyhawk campaign, but that was forever ago. Or no, not Living Greyhawk, Living City. Alright. Now it's said that the tower, or the fortress of the Stag Lord, would now be visible to me, and lo and behold, there it is. I'm not sure I can take on a whole nother giant-sized dungeon tonight, but I can certainly go explore the area. So maybe I'll go do some of that as we continue working on this stream here tonight. These guys have tried to jump me 3 times on this spot in the road, so this time they're getting fought. That's it. Let's see what we got here. Whoa! That's a big puppy. And make sure I come at that thing with the right angle of approach. Direwolves are no joke. They are CR4 and I am a level 4 party, so I should be able to crush this thing, but it's not going to be an easy fight.
Serves you right. Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Tear them apart!
Yeah, I should be able to make quick work of this fight. There we are. That wasn't too hard. Oh, hey, while I'm on a map here. There he is! He comes with me on epic adventures! This is the best thing ever. That's right. Scare them. Scare the bad guys. Come on, Panda Buddy. You are clearly the most important person in my group. Is it possible that when I found my kingdom, I can make the panda my king? It's adorable, just roll around on the throne. I mean, I'll be the power behind the throne, that's fine, but, Stop being so playful. We have adventuring to do. Oh, I thought I picked that up. Alright, there we are. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Someone said I should name my kingdom Emberland after the panda. I think I'm liking that idea. That's a great idea. Everyone who comes will have to, you know, pay fealty to the panda. You know, bring him tasty snacks, maybe rub his belly. It'll be great. Oh boy. It's a whole chunk of map out here. Huh. Someone on the road. Oh sure, let's wander through the aimless fog. Huh.
May we have a moment of respite?
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
That paladin loves him some belly scritches. I mean, the panda. That's what I meant. Yeah. That's right. You heard me right. I wasn't talking about me.
May we have a moment of respite?
Yeah, you can rest when I say you can rest. Panda ain't tired. Does Panda look tired? Panda ain't tired, so why are you tired? Want to hear it? You will keep adventuring. Well, I found an area exit. Whoa! Whoa, hello. Large water elemental. Oh, that's seriously not good. Alright, everybody. Lindsay, please get away from the front of the fight. Thank you.
Repent!
Alright. Water elementals can't be sneak attacked, so they're not going to get much help out of that. It's only large, although it does have some damage reduction. I think I probably should throw some rage into this. And let's go ahead and get some bardic music in there as well. Almost got it. Wow, that looks really cool. I'm really quite impressed by the way that water elemental looks. I like the curling water ones. Oh no! Goodbye!
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
I was hoping it would fall into a puddle. Oh, everybody's tired now. Great.
And so they walked on.
You can rest as soon as we're done exploring this area. How about that? Big spooky cave. Can we enter the big spooky cave?
It is done.
Nope. Interesting. So, it almost makes me wonder if this is an area that at some point in time in the future I may be sent to go investigate. And I have already kind of taken care of it. But while I'm here, I might as well rest. With the panda. Alright.
Healing is my goddess's greatest gift. If only I didn't have to use it so often.
Was that a dig on me getting us all hurt? I'm gonna assume that it was. Alright everybody, the panda's well rested, so it's time to move on. For those of you who are wondering, I am playing on normal difficulty. Nothing too crazy about that. Oh, let's see here. Ah, the fog has turned me back once again. More fog. So I guess I can't explore much over there. There's too much fog for me to deal with. Unfortunate. Well, I found my way to the Stag Lord's fort. That's a good thing. Interesting. A glade in the wilderness.
I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, the panda is right here, if you can see him running around. Was that another direwolf? Hmm. You ever have that feeling that you've wandered into a zone that's higher level for you? Because I do.
I'm not afraid.
Oh, too late.
Serves you right.
Alright, well, let's see how this goes down. Well, big, but I don't know that they're particularly dangerous. Okay. Wasn't too hard. Alright.
I need to catch my breath.
Yes, yes, I know, but I told you before.
I shall end this suffering.
The panda is still good to go, so we're still going. Alright, 3 is where I draw the line. Rage skin them, quick.
May we have a moment of respite?
Oh, hey, a bottle of wine. An herb liqueur. Oh, where's this go? Into the cave, huh? Yeah, now I'm definitely starting to feel like I've wandered into an area that I'm not supposed to be in yet. That this might be a quest area. Yeah, I think I'm going to save this for later. Good to know that it's here. Good to have defeated some of the wolves. But, not quite the area I think I should be adventuring in just yet. It feels like I haven't picked up a quest. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm really quite happy with the party composition I have here. Paladin, a fighter, a barbarian, a cleric, a bard, and a rogue wizard has worked out quite well as a pretty decent balanced party. I'm gonna go ahead and camp because everybody is fatigued. Thing I wanted to check though. How am I doing on my time? Mission will fail in 49 days and 10 hours. I still have a fair amount of time. Oh well, here's an interesting location. Let's see if there's anything here worth investigating. Raining, huh? Okay. Not too heavily, at least. Is that a greater were tiger? Huh. Well, that's not what I expected to run into out here. Panda, get back here, Panda. Don't get me killed.
To victory!
Alright, well, I've got a bunch of magic weapons, but I don't have a lot of silver. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have any silver. So, I think I better be a little cautious here and throw a little bit of extra oomph into this one. Boy, I really don't need anyone contracting lycanthropy right now. That would be very poor. Alright, let me investigate a little bit of magic missile.
I'll survive. I always survive.
The Mary went down, that's not good. Better keep up with the magic missile. The always hit, always deal more damage is always a good idea right around now. Yeah.
I won't give up. Can it be? Yeah.
Ah, Thalkin went down. Not good. Oh, thank God for the wand of magic missile. Everybody up. Wow, 700 gold, 50 gold piece ruby. Sweet loot. Now I just have to hope no one contracted lycanthropy. Wonder if that's a thing in this game. Yeah, for those in the chat, Viscount Smolder Burn did make an appearance earlier and wiped my whole party with dirty tricks.
It is done.
The Greater Weretagger was not as much of a threat as the Viscount was, who butchered my entire party. Really didn't help that at the very start of the fight, everyone went running around as if they had lost their wits. Scare DC was a bit more than my poor party could handle. Welcome, folks, from Muckluck's Twitch. Nice to see some folks raiding. Welcome. You've caught me in the middle of exploring the region. I have finally uncovered the Stag Lord's fort, but I'm trying to fill in the rest of my map before I finally take the fight to the Stag Lord himself. Looks like I've almost got all the pieces drawn in.
Need to catch my breath.
hungry. When we stop.
We should gather our strength.
Alright, everyone's fatigued, so I guess we'll rest. Fine. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be streaming for too much longer myself, but I'm always happy to have more folks watching. Holy crap. See if I can evade and continue. Yeah, this is going to be the same thing where there is smoke and I can no longer continue. Yeah, I've kind of reached the corners of the map where there are a bunch of spots that if I go beyond it, I enter the fog and have to turn back. It's good ways to keep you from wandering into places that you shouldn't. In a game like this, and especially in a game like Kingmaker, you can very easily wander into parts of the map that you really should not be in. Parts that will get you very badly killed. In a home game, that's kind of easier to manage. The GM can carefully nudge you in the right directions, but in a video game like this, there really isn't those sorts of safeguards. I mean, just look, my panda went and wandered off, and he's in a pond now. Who could know what's going to happen to him? He's probably going to die. He's going to drown. My poor panda. Oh, wow. This is particularly well done. Is that a tatzlwyrm? Oh, please let it be a tatzlwyrm. Tatzlwyrms! I love these guys. And not just because I helped create them. I think Wes did most of the research on the tatzlwyrms, and I did most of the stats way back in the day. Tatzlwyrms first made their appearance in Pathfinder in Hollow's Last Hope. The very first module we ever did. It was for a free RPG day. It was a 16-page module written for 3.5 D&D. Oh, this is a bigger fight than I thought. Lots of tatzlwyrms. Oh, I am getting swarmed by tatzlwyrms. Okay. Strength damage. No good. Okay. Gotta bring out some of the big guns. Oh, everyone's moving slow as molasses. Oh, I have strength damage all over the party. Did I mention that I hate tatzlwyrms? Yeah. I love it when the monster I helped created tries to kill me. So, I am playing a paladin. My main character is a paladin, for those of you who just joined us. Tatzlwyrm's got some treasure. I'm assuming this is in their gullet. We'll just assume that's the case. Is anyone still suffering from... No, okay. None of the poison is active. Now, you do have the ability with some of the characters to treat a disease or poison. In this case, there's no point because the poison's run its course. I don't have additional saves to make, and the treatment won't do me any good. So instead I'm just going to now slowly explore the rest of this camp area. Oh, is the panda gonna hop in the boat? I hope so. What's this? Rice and nut pudding. I will take it. Wait, where's the recipe for raisin nut pudding? Is it in here somewhere? Ah, there it is. Excellent. Alright.
Check that out.
Ah, a couple more bits of treasure. That's always useful. Oh, another thing over here, too. Oh, hey. I don't know what just hit me, but there was some sort of trap that I just blundered right into. Good job. Yay me! Another tatzlwyrm, hey?
I shall end this suffering.
Serves you right.
Come here, you. Death to all creatures I helped design. So the one thing I'm not sure they got right here is the size. Tatzlwyrms are small. These are significantly bigger. They were originally designed to be kind of smaller dragon creatures. But that's okay. They look kind of cool. Bigger, anyway. So I guess I'm not too broken up about that kind of change. Alright. Back out into the wilderness. For those of you who are just joining me, if you ever want to get caught back up on the action, I've just thrown up the link to my YouTube channel, which has all of the video playthroughs of this particular character up to this point. They're labeled parts 1 through 7. You can also find my playthroughs of my rogue. I have a rogue who's 2nd level, who I've been playing as well. Most of the same stuff, but fun to watch. Tatzlwyrms are not Yuan-ti. They are, in fact, designed to be kind of smaller dragon creatures. They're a creature of folklore, actually. And you can... I think they're based off a Slavic myth, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. It's been years since I've looked up the description of where they came from. But we put them in Hollow's Last Hope as just kind of a fun little creature we decided to add to the game. It was one of the first things I designed for our own imprint back when we had just wrapped up doing Dragon and Dungeon magazine. We started doing Pathfinder modules and the Pathfinder Adventure Path roughly at the same time. I was in charge of the module line, and that first module was something we rushed to get out in time for Free RPG Day that year. So it was kind of the first module thing we published. The first Adventure Path, Burnt Offerings, came out a little bit after that. So, yeah, that was back in 2008, so about 10 years ago is when those first things came out. So I've reached a point where I'm staring down the Stag Lord's fortress right now, and I kind of don't want to go into it until I'm ready to do so. So I think what I'm going to do here is make my way back to Oleg's so that I can rest up and drop off a whole bunch of gear. And that is probably where I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Oh, we'll try to avoid. So I want to thank everybody for joining tonight, for joining me here on this stream. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by to watch. The fans have been great watching watching this game. I hope you've been enjoying it. I think I will probably try and do another stream this coming Saturday. So until then, if you want to get caught up, you can catch more of my videos on my YouTube channel. You can also catch up with me on Facebook or Twitter, but make sure you at least follow here, or maybe even subscribe if you want to get all the updates and watch me play some more. So thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for playing. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and we will see you next time.